Welcome back everybody to the stream. Today we'll be doing episode 7 of our Let's Play World. We got a little progress done with the Villager Trading Hall. We did show the Villager Breeder that we did. I will show you an upgraded version. I was having issues with villagers spawning outside during the day-night cycle, and then one of them fell and killed themselves, so off camera I went and got another one, got them in there, changed their blocks. They're no longer farmers. I have them upgraded as fleshers. But anyways, we will jump right into this. Just a second, let me get some noise in here from Minecraft, which is not too loud. And let's go ahead and show what we got going on here. I bumped into Area 51. I'll give you guys some updates on that as well. The Area 51, if you don't know, is my creative world that I kind of just mock up my design or have been using to mock up my design for the Mega Base. I'm not real happy with the way that's turning out in our Let's Play Survival, and I want to really get that set in creative first, so I kind of have an idea. I'm not going to finish it in creative, obviously it's double the time, double the effort, but I want to get as much done as possible in there, at least a core, and then use that in survival. So I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of the music here for you, and we will jump right on to the Let's Play. Give myself some water here. As you can see, well, let me do some changes here. Had a little mishap last night. Nothing I'm gonna get into. Yep, I'm good. I'm fine. Life goes on. Let me get a sip of water here real quick. Perfect. Okay. So. Alright, so as you know, we started on the design for this area, and what's going on here? Is that an old version? Ah, that's an old version. I am so sorry about that. I was like, something doesn't look right. I thought I moved myself. I was testing some things out. I just copied the world into a separate survival and was testing some things. So here's where we wanted to be. This is our new villager breeder, and let's go ahead and turn around and look at this. So, okay, so before we had a setup very similar to this one. It isn't much different. We did cover everything in slabs. We were having an issue of just having the beds up top. The villagers were actually popping out of the shell and getting the beds and going back down. So right now they can't get out. The only spawn block they can spawn on is in the beds, and then it forces them onto the single block here, so they stay in the breeder portion. So the only difference is, I guess, that causes a little issue is we're going to have to keep throwing them food only during day to get them to breed, but we don't need villagers very quickly because it's just such a monotonous project. But this is all the same. Baby falls down. It's someone that can get through the one block gap here, falls down, triggers this, pops a minecart out. It'll put him in a minecart, and then we'll just come along, push him down here. So as you can see already, first off, we lit up everything down there as I was tired of fighting mobs. But you can see a different structure to the core, as well as we've kind of done some more progress on. We'll start at the second branch we didn't have before at all, and we've definitely got some huge progress on this one. So, as you can see, just based on the shape here, it's looking less brainy, which was kind of what we were going for. We were going for an entity or core, or we didn't really have a name for it yet. And we're going more spherical. I was having a trouble even in creative trying to figure out how to get that formality of it's a more oval shape, which ovals wouldn't be hard to do in Minecraft. There's ways to do that. Just take a circle and expand it. However, it's oblong and stretched down, and I really like uniformity. I really like things to be symmetrical, and it was just driving me nuts. So the update to the core, or what we're calling the core, and now we might be able to call the orb, or whatever we want to do, is now going to be perfectly circular. Still having the same idea of maybe just a dark exterior with some like veiny colors through there. I don't know if we use concrete, or maybe we can. I did find a terracotta area about 8,500 blocks away when I was looking for villagers, but we can use that and get some glazed terracotta and make that look pretty neat. So I will update you on what we have here. So we finished. So we had, I believe, about this layer across here. Went ahead and continued up. This is just kind of a makeshift. I liked it. I'm still not overly in love with it, but it's growing on me. I just maybe need some time to really assess what's going on here. So we went ahead and duplicated this on this side, completed our little archway here, and you can see I've already kind of put in the roof cladding on just this portion, which this will make more sense later. It looks a little weird. I mean, why would I not go over to the roof of the sphere? Well, we're going to have more layers to this place. So, yeah, we finished this, and then we went ahead and started working on the other side. Now, this one's kind of like fully complete. I didn't have enough resources. I've been mining the heck out of our big spruces there. To get the resources, and I had to go down into the depths of the Underdark, or not the Underdark, but the deep depths below zero, and get a ton of resources for the deep slate, and then smelt that up, and then take the smelted portions, turn them into smooths into blocks, and then just kind of give us this gradient effect. I really just like using multiple blocks. If you just use like one block color, if this was all just stone, it would just be plain, so this kind of gives it texture. So we're kind of doing the same on the roof there, and obviously I haven't gotten very far over here, but this will be an additional 8 slots. And then likewise, I haven't done any villager breeding, so I'm kind of focusing on the building. We did, like I said, this floor also wasn't done, so we've got 2 floors. We have a lot of space here yet to fill inside all 4 of those corners, and this is not even all the way out either. But we'll slowly get our villagers in here as we go. I'm not going to focus on that majorly yet because building is kind of what we need to get into. I did finally get enough paper to lock this in, so this guy for 12 in a book will be able to get mending. And then I was actually trading him some of the paper for emeralds. And actually, we can just go ahead and do some with you guys here on stream. Really like using these lanterns. They're super cool for decorations, so we just want to use as many of those as we can. And let's see what we got. Do we have any more fences in here? We do. Okay. So rather than torches, I really like the idea of using, we can just get rid of some of this crap we don't need. We had to fix all that. Kind of got our second block here. We got some extra pieces. I just made a ton of weird, shaped slabs, stairs, just because I didn't know what I wanted, so I just overcrafted to come back and fix it. My inventory got all buckled up here, all strange. And it's like I said, we don't need any really of these issues here. So we're running really thin on resources now, but yeah, the idea of this is to do kind of a hanging lantern effect, which we got here, which we didn't do over here because we didn't have enough lanterns, so I've traded up a little bit. So let's go ahead and, yes, these go, oops. And how did I know I was going to do that? Oh, no. We emptied our inventory because we ran out of space and we were carrying just wood blocks around. So let's go ahead and we're going to need that because I got a feeling this guy's got about 1 block in him before he breaks. Or 2. Whatever it be, we'll have enough. So we're going to actually replace our torches now with these lanterns. I think they're more aesthetically pleasing. A huge fan of these when they first came out. I love hanging them off of chains a little lower, so maybe eventually we'll come back and lower them down to here, but hanging from a chain. I don't know. I like them being up a little higher so we're not bumping our heads on them. They're not obscuring our view at all, not messing with the chest. So we really need to... We just got done harvesting our sugarcane down there, so we need to get a book, because I'd love to get a mending and get that slapped on this diamond pickaxe. Only efficiency 3. That's a little lower than we wanted it to be, but we're going to make do with what we got. I'm going to try to keep the session a little bit short today, just because... you got to make sure I pull this up. Just because I think we're going to play a little Overwatch with an old friend. Overwatch 2. We're kind of enjoying that game, and it's something new, something different from COD and everything. And we will, I believe, there's 2 avenues we're going to go this evening. I haven't heard anything back, but either we're going to do the D&D session we were supposed to do last night before this happened, and I had to take the night off. We may do D&D tonight from like 7 to 10. If you guys don't know what D&D is, it's Dungeons & Dragons. If you need an update, I highly suggest campaign 1 or 2. I haven't watched 3 of Critical Role. It's a group of voice actors that just love Dungeons & Dragons, and they play it weekly on Thursday nights. Incredible show. I support them. I own, actually, you can't really see, but I got a blanket hanging over my chair back here in the corner, which I can show you. You know what? We'll just go ahead and do that right now. This is their map from Campaign 1. It is Taldore. This is a very soft, plushy blanket. My favorite thing, I'd say. I support them. I buy a lot of things. Merch. I'm actually also wearing one of their t-shirts tonight in lieu of our D&D campaign. I will show you the best of my abilities what I got on here. Gilmore's Glorious Goods. It's kind of a kind of a neat T-shirt. Anyways, I support them because I love their channel. I love what they do. I love Dungeons and Dragons. It's just kind of something my friends and I are really passionate about. So I want to start. We're starting a new campaign. We've done about 3 or 4 sessions now. It was gonna be our first episode last night. Like I said, I got injured, and then we do have one member not available. One member and his wife. So that if we do it, it's unfortunate we're going to be missing a third of our party because there's 6 of us, 6 players plus me. We'll be down to 4, but we'll see if that happens. If not, we'll be playing some Call of Duty with one of the baby boys, El Hanlon again. Possibly Sly if he's back in town. I know he was out. I'm not sure what he was doing, but he's out doing something. So, anyways, that's kind of an update of what's going on today. So yeah, we got this locked in. We didn't lock the next room. No, we haven't yet. I don't really need glass. I don't really want to. I'd like to get him leveled up. You know what? We're just gonna do it. We'll have to eat that later. We need to get more things to trade this guy because I really, really, really would like to see what this is. Usually, the higher you get them, the better the books are. So let's just dump this in here for now. We don't need that either. Okay, so I don't know why I took my sticks out of my inventory. Just kind of throw a bunch of junk in here that we don't need anymore, which we don't have room for that, so we'll throw it in here. So we can either A, work on the roof over here, which I haven't really decided what we're going to get done this session. I would maybe go resource since we have this diamond pick, and I need to be digging this hole anyways, get a ton of... I didn't light this up, so things are going to spawn. I was smart enough to light that up because I know things... No, I didn't actually. So things can drop in, which is concerning because we have this guy in here. So we're going to be careful about that. We'll have to maybe stay away from this at night. We do need to probably get a second villager bred up, so I might take some carrots over there and get those guys going the next day. I know we kind of wasted a little time here talking, so to get them started on the next villager, and we can get him in here into a different bed. I believe we have at least one bed made. Yeah, one bed and another lectern, so what we're kind of looking for is something like unbreaking. Unbreaking you use on everything, so like mending we'll use a lot. It's kind of one of the staples of enchantments. It's hard to get. Can't really get anywhere but secret trading, so we really want to get that. I'm thinking unbreaking is a really good one. And efficiency is a really good one. So we're going to kind of keep our like super important ones, and maybe we go like just tool based and then like armor based. We're limiting ourselves to 16, so we can really get to select 16 books we really think we're going to need. Especially when it comes to getting good armor to fight the dragon and do stuff like that. So I don't really plan on going straight into fighting the dragon, doing anything super crazy until we got good full kit of gear. We are doing everything solo, so really want to be prepared for that. And I've only actually fought the dragon twice in a world with 3 people. Actually, Team Baby Boys, we played twice. We did some speed runs, see how fast we could beat the game. I think our record's like right around 12 hours. Pretty difficult to do. With a bunch of Minecraft noobs. I think our second time actually might have been closer to 9. We did have to split it between 2 days, so it was kind of hard to judge the time. We didn't do a very good job of keeping track of that. But so yeah, we might start digging this out so we can get some, and then we'll get down to the stone and we'll start working on, we'll go and take this pickaxe with us then. Working on getting down to the stone, getting more stone. Let's go ahead and just finish this floor out. We'll light it up, and then we'll be able to just kind of model what we're going to do. And then I will focus on, we don't know what we want the exterior of this to be. I was thinking, like I said, dark partitions all the way around this. Make this thing maybe out of the deep slate material. But then I was thinking, it depends on how quickly we can get to concrete, but maybe making some braces. And instead of having these umbilical cords that are kind of like holding that this thing's like plugging into, I was kind of thinking like long swiggly wires that kind of like, we'll have a plug in here and the wire kind of and plugs into the ground. Rather than that, we might just make like 4 bases in the polar directions and then just make a giant chain link that looks like it's like holding this thing from escaping. The core here, we're kind of doing a little role play with a sense of maybe this is an extraterrestrial type mothership, and once we get this whole dog, it'll look like it like slammed into the earth and is trying to get away, and we've chained it down to the planet. We will make some big braces around this direction, and then I said bring some chains down. So I think that'll look kind of neat in the end, and then I'll give us plenty of space in here for everything that we'll need. We will need eventually a sorting system, so this will kind of become our main hub is here. Above this, I would like to, especially with all the open space, because you can see, if we can get back a little bit, that's kind of our top. So we have a ton of space up there. I'm thinking about putting some auto farms, maybe using a villager's, get a carrot farm going, so we can have plenty of carrots coming in that we'll need to rebreed anyways. So an auto farm for carrots. I don't really think we need much for auto farms and anything else. Maybe we can do a pumpkin and a melon. We don't, you don't use a whole lot of that. We may use some um, glistening melon, but really you don't use much for pumpkins and stuff in Minecraft really much anymore. So since there's so many other crops that are better. So yeah, what it comes down to, and then definitely maybe since there'll be over 20 villagers in here, I know there's no doors, so that makes things a little. Well, I don't think the door actually is an invocation anymore. So as long as you have 20 villagers at a place, figuring out how to get an iron golem spawner to work. It may not work just because there's so many villagers here, but if we can get one up there working, that'd be great to feed iron to us right here. Otherwise, we'll make it elsewhere and have to just AFK it. But below, maybe just one story below where we're at now, we may make a staircase down here or something, just because that'll be kind of our main central hub here. Go downstairs and maybe we'll have an automated storage system. Won't be too big. I do make these things quite often, and we end up just not using them. Clearly, as you can see, I don't even sort my inventory as is. So yeah, that's kind of an update on what we're now dubbing the orb or the core. I really like the orb just because it would be so extraterrestrial, nobody would have a really name for it, and why would you call something the core if it's not like a core of what you understand? So that's kind of my idea there. So it's getting nighttime. I want to go grab those carrots real quickly, and I built this, and I think I can miss it. You just got to watch out for the stray arrow. We'll go down, we'll get some carrots, so we'll be able to feed those guys first thing at sunrise. And then in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and start digging out. So we're going to make a ton of shovels. We're going to start digging out as much dirt as we can to get down to a pretty good slab of stone. We'll start harvesting that. We're just going to go crazy. I think 4 will be enough. I hate when this thing moves around. Sometimes I click the wrong thing. So yeah, we'll get started on that. And carrots and the carrots and the carrots. I don't know. I don't have a very good storage system going on right now. We've kind of gotten chaotic with what we do with everything. Plenty of dirt. Man, what have I done with the carrot? Maybe they're up in the chest up top. I don't remember seeing them there. For now, we're just gonna ignore it. If it gets daytime, we'll go check. We could just reap and sow. It's not quite done yet, so we'll wait a little bit. We're gonna battle our way across this open field. All right. Okay, we're gonna go sleep real quick because apparently we haven't slept in a couple days. Evidently, because I am being ravishly ambushed by nightmare creatures, which is really kind of unfortunate for it. There we go. Really kind of unfortunate for us because now we have to waste this day where we could have started breeding the villagers up. So let's go. If we just hurry, we can run straight there and do that first. Yeah, so it looks much better now. It was kind of just all over the place because we didn't have a specific outline done yet because I hadn't really figured out the mock-up in the creative world. I try to spend, I think about every stream I do, I'm spending 2-3 hours outside. But like I said, I'm also, well, we won't be able to get back up here in a while. I saw him. There was nothing we could do about it. I spent about 2-3 hours, and with my studies and stuff, it's just really difficult to keep up with this. So I haven't given up. It will be an idea for the future. I like the idea still. Maybe it's for a future Let's Play or maybe a future Megabates. But maybe we'll just get tired of this one and retire from it, donate it to somebody who wants to come join me, and then we'll head off and start building something new. We'll see what we do with that. But for now, this is what we're going with for simplicity's sakes because building a sphere is super easy. There's plenty of resources out there to get sphere schematics. So we're going to stick with that. But let's, like I said, I'm getting off on a tangent. We need to, I hope, that 2 stacks of carrots is enough to entice these guys to breed. And dog is out there running laps like a madman. You're crazy, dude. Yeah, see, so they're in there. Before they would wake up and they would be on top and be wandering around, and then I had to carefully push them back into the hole or figure out how to quickly put a cart down. So let's see if this works as we want it to. Give him a couple stacks. Let's walk away. Let's see if... I don't know if 2's enough. Yes, it is. Okay, so they're breeding up. We're actually about to get a villager here any minute. Any minute. Any minute. Maybe we look away. Just look away. Perfect. You just gotta look away. They don't like being watched. So I just need this little guy to walk this way. Now the only difference is now is he doesn't need to walk this direction. Oh, you know what? The only reason he wouldn't walk this direction is we don't have a trap door there to give him reasoning to believe that there's a block there he can walk on. So let's run back here. I think we have an extra trap door. Let's waste our food. And the great thing about that auto fish farm, I did while we were running around doing crazy resourcing and smelting things, I went ahead and just smelt the 2 stacks of those fish that we have. Oh, perfect. It was meant to be. Because eating bread just doesn't do it. Meat is so much more efficient when it comes to trying to maintain your food. So we're going to hurry and get back here, and then hopefully I think we can get this in where we want it. I think we want it like here, and if I open it up there, it gives them a reason to believe that there's a block there. Also considering just jumping on his head. There's no reason, buddy, you wouldn't walk over there. I might have done something wrong here by not putting that in first. Fortunately, it looks like they're gonna breed here again quickly. They're tossing those carrots back and forth. I think it, I didn't look at the statistics, but I think it only takes half a stack or so to get them in tight. And he's actually already full grown. Right? Am I seeing 3? Yeah, 3 large. That's not what we want because now we can't get them out of there. I think that, man, it is so hard to tell when they're moving like this if there's 3. Oh, there we go. Perfect. We just had to be patient. I'm just not patient enough. That activated the trap door, which is kind of strange, but we work with that. All right, let's get him away from here so that they can breed again. Yep, just come with me, little buddy. I did also extend this out by like another 20 blocks because it seems to be that they were still targeting that bed. Yep. It's alright. What am I going to do with you? Alright, well, he's going to crash land over here. We'll have to get him some more rails, but we want to get him a bed as well, so we'll give him a bed in here. And no villager should be attached to that. Okay, perfect. Okay, so he is. So he wants to go to that bed. So we need to get him in there. And he's a little guy, so he's going to be a little bit of a problem for now because we don't have... we don't have a way to like lock him in here for the time being, so he's just going to have to be patient in that. As patient as he'll be. I should go ahead and just extend this because our next one needs to go here anyways, so let's just go ahead and produce that for him. Yeah, so we'll let him grow up. We're just probably going to have to get out of this area. I don't want anything to happen while we're like standing here. Might be preventing him from we want to prevent the mobs from spawning, so we stand in the area, might cause mobs spawn. Now let's see the unfortunate damage. Yeah, we're gonna have to, so at least we can get here, so we're gonna torch this up. We do not need crap spawning here. Because now I have to figure out how to get the rest of the way up, so, oh no. Me and fall damage. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I am going to do that consistently. Really hard part is doing that, but like again, I'm low on health. Why would I tempt death like that? I just okay. Gives me a little bit of anxiety. Makes my heart pump a little bit. Gives you a little adrenaline rush in there. Okay. So we'll just get out of his way. We'll let him do his thing. Hopefully he'll grow up here in a day or so's time. My mouse automatically toggled over. And we need to start digging this out. So we'll get our shovels back in our inventory. We're just going to line them all up in there. Start digging. We need to probably just give ourselves a good definitive starting point, ending point. Once we get some dirt, so let's just say like for now this will be our line, so we'll just walk in this direction, I believe it's a way to kind of, yeah, if you just cheapskate this and you're swinging and then you step into a block, it actually swings way faster. I noticed that clearing the other day. See, I'm still holding click, but nothing's happening. If I walk forward, now you can harvest twice as fast. I don't know if this is intentional, but hey, we'll take advantage of the system, I guess, if it's going to allow us to. And we're just going to mine all the way over, and then we'll just mine this out. Wait for it to be clear. Okay, and then we go. And we may fill in that creeper hole at the other end just because it's going to bother my OCD, knowing that there's a little giant hole there. We want to make sure we also don't prevent ourselves from being able to get back up to base up there. And now we're going to make a pretty good chunk of a jump here, so we may need to just keep... We just need to keep our eyes on making sure that we have, like, we don't need... Well, let's eat this real quick. Put that there. That way we always can get home, and that'll be our way. Now we'll get this started and walk, and we need to kind of continue this walk into that block down there. I wonder if you sprint into it, if it has any... Oh, well, can't jump or anything, so I sprint. No, it doesn't look like it has a chain. I think you just need to walk. It's not super fast, but you know what? It's way faster than what it has been, so... And we just keep walking back and forth. Let's just go ahead and finish this side up first because we're here instead of jumping down and walking back over. And then we'll get down and we will go ahead and mine this out for all the stone that we can get on the smelting. We did run ourselves super low on coal again, so I may have to go on a coal expedition. I have plenty of trees around with this giant sequoia kind of redwood looking trees that we've established there with the 2x2 spruces. We could use that and burn that for charcoal and use charcoal as a fuel source. We may do that. We also now have access to dripstone, because I did find a dripstone cave on my travels as we were looking for that village a couple sessions ago. So I could set up a dripstone lava farm. You just simply put a block of source lava over top of a dripstone block and put a dripstone beneath it. It'll grow to 3 long, and then once it's 3 long, it will produce a drip, and that drip will drip with whatever is above it. So in that case, it would drip with lava, and it'll fill a cauldron, and then we can just constantly scoop from that, use that as a fuel source. Maybe we'll set up a temporary little, I don't know, 2x2 fuel source so we can keep 4 buckets of lava going at all times. All right, we're finally getting somewhere. It looks. And then we will have our hands full when it comes to, we haven't really decided the depth we want to go to with this yet. I want to go pretty deep. I'm going to kind of keep this filled in for now. I want to go pretty deep with this. The amount of resources it's going to take, so it's something we wanted to wait to have a beacon for, which we will. We will work on that. We definitely need to get to the nether. I've got a good diamond pickaxe now. We can make another portal. We can go in there, see where our nearest stronghold's at, and just start combating these. Wow, that was 2 pickaxes in a row. The wither skeletons, get skulls, and then we will figure out how to fight the wither boss without dying. We may need some makeshift armor for the time being, which we can get those books primarily from fishing anyways, get some blast protections or regular protections. We'll worry about full kitted, good armor for doing things later on, like fighting the dragon and such, when we get to the point of having enough villagers bred up that we can have a good source of those. So for now, we're just gonna keep on mining this away. We will just do one side for now, just because I know this is monotonous. And I think I'm going to leave this layer so we can jump out, give us a little ladder or a little ledge here for now. Hopefully this next layer will bring us down to stone, and then we can start harvesting our stone out. We'll just continue this one all the way across as far as we need to. Yeah, we'll get those. Looks like, yeah, we'll get down to stone in the next layer, and we got a zombie coming down to help us out. Kind of creating another dark pocket down here that we just got done lighting up. Oh, it's not just one. We got 2 hard hands. All right. We're about a shovel actually already too, which hopefully this times out to be exactly right. So let's get this next layer off and we'll see what we're working with, please. We are praying that there's no dirt below this, which I'm seeing a little bit of dirt. Oh, because we know there was a little chasm here we covered up. That was kind of being a mob issue before. So we'll have to avoid that. We're just going to go until these 4 shovels are broken, which this 1 shovel is broken now. So it's going pretty quickly. As soon as that breaks, we'll go ahead and give up on this for the time being. Gosh, about fell in there. It's crazy how fast the time goes when you're having fun. You know, they always say that. I enjoy Minecraft so much. Just actually looked over my shoulder and seen that we're only about 30 minutes in to what I said was going to be about a 45-minute stream, so a little concerned about that. I don't really want to run out of time because I got a lot I wanted to get done. I will be able to do another recording tomorrow morning, and so there'll be plenty of content this weekend. So it makes me not worry as much. I can get some more gameplay in tonight, finish up maybe digging some more of this out off camera, just because I know it's not fun to watch. But until then, you're going to have to suffer with me. So, appreciate you coming and hanging out. Well, while we're doing this, the Minecraft Live, new mob, I wanted to stream that. I got busy. I had a lunch meeting I had to get to, so unfortunately I did miss the live. I tried to catch up on it, and last I knew it was down to 2 different mobs for selection. Maybe we'll go back and re-watch that and just kind of do a sit-down streamcast with you guys, and we're at inventory space. Perfect. No, we're gonna make our ladder here just because this is more friendly. We need to. It would be nice maybe go back and rewatch that and kind of give our own opinion what we think. I haven't looked into the mobs and what their abilities are and what they have to provide for the game, so be interested to see. And we are just all sorts of kept up on dirt, so we'll just do what this pickaxe has got, or this shovel's got, which looks like little to nothing. And we may have to get rid of this guy because he's going to fall right down in there with us. Well, there's help right there to dig a hole, but you dug a hole in the wrong spot, buddy. Well, perfect. We got a place to use up some of this dirt. Can we not? The folks don't want to watch me just battle zombies all day. Thank you very much. Oh, my phone just went crazy. Might be the D&D chat, so I'm going to have to check that real quick. Let me get to a safe-ish spot. And of course there's no safe spots in Minecraft. Especially when you're digging a giant hole. Okay, let's hurry. I'm going to grab my fish real quick. Let's eat this up, heal up. I don't see anything in the immediate area. Let's make sure there's nothing going on. Nope, that's just somebody else. Not an issue. I got to keep my phone handy just in case the guys decide that D&D will work tonight instead of last night. I don't want to impede anybody else's schedule. I know some of them work Saturdays and stuff, so just kind of leaving it up to the group. So yeah, we can go ahead and just start mining out some of this, and this is going to be a much slower process because it doesn't dig like dirt, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can. Doesn't look like we can speed this process up. But once this iron pick's gone, I'll use that diamond pick, and that'll be so much more enjoyable to watch rather than this slow boop, boop, boop. We don't really have a good area dug out yet, but let's leave our little steps there. But we can start here, and we're going to get rid of this because I know it's going to walk over here and it's going to explode in my face and I'm not ready. And this punk, he thinks he's better than me. Or maybe he'll stay up there. Ah, he can shoot me. Gosh dang it. Never seems to fail. Mobs always got to ruin everything, huh? We free? And another one down here. Well, daytime will come. And they just spawn like crazy. Huh. Well, we're just going to go for it, I guess. Mobs or no mobs. I mean, clearly we can't avoid them. Let me get the skeleton to shoot these. Oh. Oh no. I told myself I wouldn't die to a mob. I will not die to a mob. Well, this is going exactly as expected. I didn't mean, I meant to jump backwards, I jumped forward. Nice. Well, I appreciate all the free XP. What I don't appreciate is the skeleton de-rendered? I don't know what happened there. He's just gone. And then another foursome of zombies spawned over there. There's got to be another zombie spawner. There's no other way to explain why this is happening. We found that one that's to our left in the first or second episode, but clearly there's a lot more going on here than originally anticipated, because this is getting to be ridiculous. Alright, well, we're on our way and we're digging this out. Maybe we ought to go check out what's down beneath the ground right here, just because I'm a little suspicious of all the mob spawns right here, especially in the zombie department. Makes me believe that, like I said, this little hole here we covered up. Maybe there is a mob spawner right down here that we don't know about, and what it's doing is surfacing them. Usually they spawn at the spawner and have to walk out, so I can't imagine that that's the case, but alright, perfect. Now we can get the real tool out. This is so much better. Makes me wish we had a full set of, efficiency 5, mending, all that good stuff. 'Cause then mining wouldn't be so tedious. You guys wouldn't have to sit through the monotonous process of just staring at me punching blocks. But we'll just get a couple stacks, go get it smelted, get some more of that, more of the stone made. And you know what, silk touch, a diamond silk touch would also be efficient. The only problem is the only way to get mending on those would be to create a one-tap mob drop killer. If that makes any sense. Drop them down to half a heart, punch them with this, and get that XP. You also get XP for all your tools in your inventory while you kill things, but we want to be able to still get XP. We don't really need it for the sake of building anything, or for booking, because we're going to be using villagers for that, but it's just kind of a way to track our progress, in my opinion. Maybe we can use this guy to dig this all out. Will you help us dig? Yeah. You may want to seek shelter. Okay. Alright, buddy. Yeah, I'm kind of leaving this ledge so we can jump up. And this is the reason that we need to get ourselves mending, because we could be using this resource to get ourselves our tools upgraded. I'm going to go ahead and just dig a trench. I didn't want to do this because I don't want to be stuck in here because a mob drops in, but you know what? We're running out of resources. We can't tether that back like we were, or terrain that back to create steps, because then we can't continue to dig. So we're just gonna we're gonna break some of these by hand, which is a little sticky. I believe we're actually out of space, but I will not be keeping any zombie meat. It's not my cup of tea for food, so we're just gonna leave it be. And we did collect some of this, so we can just go ahead and iron this out. Might as well get it while it's here. We may use these blocks for neat features within our farms. I like the more oxidized colored copper, so we could oxidize some of this and once we get into blocks, but don't really plan on using it. If I did a steampunk build, which I will, I do anticipate doing at some point in time, just because I think steampunk looks cool. Now with the copper abilities, not the abilities of it, but if English wasn't my first language, the availability we have to create neat things because of the block being so neat itself. And so I want to kind of keep on to our bones. Do we need them? No, we actually don't need this. We have a farm. We will get enough back when we harvest. And I think we've got enough. I may, you know, I wanted to get mending book first. Let's just go ahead and harvest this because we're gonna need the coal to actually smelt everything that we just got. So, except we're a little short on coal itself, and we'll also need to get fortune. That's another big book. I think that's another really important one when it comes to resourcing because you're gonna want fortune on. You need a pickaxe, a fortune pickaxe, just because diamonds become so much less scarce if you can harvest, you know, 6 of them at a time versus one. Right now we haven't actually even found. I think we found diamonds in the last episode in a mine. We haven't mined them yet. But if we left them because we wanted to get fortune first, so we can amp up our reward for our harvest. So we're just gonna dig some of this out. We're just about full on inventory, I believe. So we'll just call this it. We may even actually be full. I don't hear me picking up any more blocks yet. We did all that for nothing. You know what? We've got so much dirt to the capacity of never needing dirt ever again. So let's head up. Let's fill our smelters up with this, and we may need to expand our smelting. That's another thing I like to do. When we get that mine dug down, I might start in the center. It's probably where I need to start because that'll be our the center of getting our resources up and down. We had some in here as well, it looks like. But let's grab, see, here's the rest of our fish, and let's split this. So 17 in there. Yeah, so we ran ourselves nearly out of resources. So that other box is actually full, unfortunately. So we're just going to start shoving stuff in this one for the time being, and we don't really need a whole lot of this. I know I've got a box for zombie meat and stuff and sticks and stuff, whatever, you know, whatever. We're going to keep going with this. Oh, we can get the copper is not going to fit in here, so let's grab this out. I think we had some in here. And like I said before, we tried a TNT dupe dropper thing to like mine this hole for us. It's not plausible anymore apparently, so we're gonna have to figure out another alternative for that. Unfortunately, grab a couple more shovels. I want to go check up on the villagers while this smelts up. Yeah, I really like the uniformity of how that looks. It just looks so clean, the perfect circle. So we're really going to stick with that. Oh, we can go ahead and just grab as much paper or sugar cans as we can. Kind of falls in some weird places. We'll turn this into paper when we get up there. We'll be able to get trades. If that guy is ready, we can sit there and do the monotonous process of oh, we can't get up there because we blew up half of the freaking world over here, huh? But since this is the center of our sphere, we really can't dig out because we're using that right now. However, there's nothing stopping us from just going ahead and digging a hole down. We need to really decide how big we want to make our first hole down, because what we'll do is we'll centralize a smelter around it, so we can dig straight down, have this tunnel down, and then we'll just kind of slowly go wider and wider and wider and wider and wider as we get down, and we'll be processing all the stone and stuff as we go, so we don't have to come back and do it later like I'm doing now, digging up extra resources later. What's pop torch down here? Don't need anything to spawn down under here. Should we come up and down that ladder? And I hear the sounds of a dungeon or a mine rail. We do know there's one beneath us way that direction, but I just got the weird fog sound like there's one beneath our feet, which I have mixed feelings about. Okay, so we do have some. I just needed to actually really get the dirt because I can't get up because our friendly neighborhood creeper decided to ruin the staircase for me. So for now, we'll have to stair to here, and then we'll just have to hopscotch our way up. And we'll go ahead and just put one here, and then we'll just jump. Okay, that's gonna be a little treacherous, or you know, a little tiresome doing that. So we'll get that replaced as soon as possible. So let's see if this guy. It's been a day. Yep, perfect. We can get him out of this cart. I'll take that from you, sir. And we'll come over here. Let's go. No, the misclick. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. That's also okay. I think we have enough paper here to satisfy his needs anyways. I'm going to go ahead and just rally up all this. And we need one of these lecterns, which we'll put here for now. And let's see what we can get this guy going with. Okay. We got, ooh, Silk Touch right out the bat. Oh. See, that's a tough one because Silk Touch is such a good book. Um, I think we're gonna remediate this and we're gonna change it up. I really want to get a fortune book. So we're just gonna Silk Touch again for more expensive. We may have to Silk Touch this guy. Fortune is so much more valuable to us, but he's making a hard bargain. Making a hard bargain. That's why we brought our second pickaxe. We knew that was gonna happen. Protection 3, that's not a bad book. I think it goes up to 5 now, so we'll just wait on that. Huh. Huh is right. That's my attitude I have for you, sir. And I know this process is super silly. Seems super silly, super tedious, but we're just gonna keep doing it. I'm breaking 2. Now unbreaking is 3 now. Oh, now here we go. Now the D&D chat is exploding. It's getting that day. People are maybe waking up. People are getting off work. So it's really... Got a brain fart there. I was wondering why he wasn't turning. Got to put the podium down first. Frostwalker. We won't ever really see a need for that. I also hate destroying the oceans and turning them into ice cubes because then I can't use a boat. Just gonna keep doing this. Eventually, we're gonna get a trade that we are happy with. Just don't know how long it's gonna take. I think we spent a good while with that one over there, so we're aware this may be tedious and unenjoyable, but eventually we'll get there. Power, we got plenty of power books on the fishing, and we don't really use bows. We'll use it for the dragons, so we will maybe need them later, but not right now. Luck of the Sea, we've got that. That's a good book. I mean, that's maxed out Luck of the Sea, but we don't need that from Smite. Don't need that. We got that Luck of the Sea from fishing. On our fishing rod already, we got plenty of fishing rods with that. Silk. Okay, we may lock in Silk Touch. It's not perfect. Oh, I only have 20 paper. It's not perfect, but man, 9 diamonds or 9 emeralds for Silk Touch book. I really need to probably get myself a list, and actually... Long ago, on a single-player world, I did make a list, and this is the list that I came up with. Good thing I put it in my daily planner, so I have it to this day because the calendar hasn't ran out. So the most important one I have down for tools. So for overall, mending number 1, unbreaking 3 is number 2. Efficiency... Yeah, fortune is up there. So is looting. I'm not as concerned with looting because we don't really have a mob farm yet, so looting will come into play later. So really, Silk Touch is on here, but it's number... Well, technically it's number 3, and technically Silk or Fortune's number 4. Oh, man, that's tough. Okay, you know what? I like it. We're going to stick with it. And I have 16 slots. What did I write down here for the number of enchantments that we really kind of are looking for? 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, so 8 there and 6 on the armor that we really like. So really we're talking 14, so we're going to have 2 extra slots. Now I know I did talk about, now yeah, that's why I did that. Because I don't plan on doing everything as a lectern or a librarian. I do plan on maybe having a couple blacksmiths, toolsmiths or whatever down, maybe 4 of them down at this end, so we'll have 10 book guys and 4. So we can get a good pickaxe, a good axe, maybe a good shovel, and a good sword. You can get those from the toolsmiths for the trades. It's night. We need to maybe go repopulate over here with these guys. Get them a new minecart, because I'm not sure I replenished this with a new minecart. There might even be a villager in here. I don't know if I have my render distance turned up high enough. There's not. Okay, so we just go ahead and pop this in there in case someone comes down. Everything looks good. They may need more carrots. They might not do it. We'll find out. And unfortunately, we would have had a paper, but I saw white, and I got excited, and I clicked white, and it was the wrong white. So we wasted 24 paper, and turned it into sugar, which we will now probably throw away because I don't have any use for sugar. Now, real quickly while it's night, I apologize. I'm going to check this real quick and make sure that nothing's happening. If they say, no-go, then we won't worry about it. Let's see. Let me hop on the shower real quick. Anyone else down? I can't. I'm still putting up. I just woke up. I was hoping, preparing for. Oh. So it sounds like it's a high possibility of us doing that. Somebody just got off work and is getting in the shower, so it may be like 8 to 10. It'll be a short session, but I'm all for that. Usually this is Fridays because we have people who work days on Saturdays. They didn't have to work today until late. We have overlappers because we have some people working 7 days, 7/10s, which is unfortunate for them, but they work nights and they enjoy it, so no worries. So we will be missing. Actually, one of our team members is part of Team Baby Boys, Al Hanlon. He's new to D&D and he wants to stick it out with us. So unfortunately, he won't be here. He is training for Ranger camp or Ranger competition he's in the Army. So he's doing that currently. So I understand, your life comes first. So yeah, we'll get him in the second session, and like I said, him and his wife will be here. Super happy with them being here. My best friend and his wife, a fantastic person. So it's super exciting. I mean, you check this. Oh no, paper takes more. I was gonna say check this out. We got enough to make freaking 2 more. No, we'll have to just wait for that. For that to grow a little more. We could go down and dig some more. I did start stepping that down. So I was going to dig down at an angle and then flush it out. But I think with the time we got and with the resources we got, let's just go straight back down and start digging underneath of us. And we'll just make ourselves a hole right below this. Okay, so if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a 9 block. Yeah, we'll just make it a 9 block hole. That's the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll just kind of dig this out. We'll make ourselves a little bridge to get to our little platform here in a second. Let's just get this. Hopefully we can get enough of this out that we get to the stone. I got a feeling that we're going to run out of pickaxe or out of shovel again. Hoping that's not the case. We got to be careful. We have a water block here. We got to keep that covered so we can jump down from the sphere real quick. I will get a bubble elevator and we'll figure out maybe a better way. And then, later we'll have, well, hopefully, elytra, so we'll just zip right up into there. Oh, I said not to do that. Oh, now our torches are all gone. Okay, so the water block is right there, so we need to avoid mining. Don't touch that block. You know what? I know how to not touch that block. We are going to just, this block is not safe for removal. Perfect. How far over does this go? 1, 2, 3, 4. We could cover this back up, but we're not going to. That's a waste of resources. For my OCD, I really want to cover that back up to make everything uniform. We're going to refrain from touching it the best of our abilities. We don't need that block. Technically don't need any of these. We just need a way to get to there. So that's all behind water. So yeah, let's dig this out. I see some stone, so hopefully we're going to get the right depth here. And then as we dig down, we'll just eventually come to a point, we're starting at roughly, we'll call it 90. I know it says 86, call it 90. So if we can get down to, even 0, I kind of wanted to go to 12. That was my original thought, but, only 80 blocks deep. We may just keep going. We may go until we get into the below zeros, go down to negative. I don't even know what it goes to. I need to look into that, but I know it gets pretty dark, so I don't want to go too far, but oh, got an Xbox invite. Oh, okay. Well, we're here. So we know that there's a chasm here that we will be digging into. It's not how I wanted to find out. Okay, so we'll avoid that corner, wherever that was there. Because as we dig, it'll save us some time. Oh, I'm also getting a phone call here. Well, we'll give him a call back here shortly. I apologize, Lucas, for Ella Hamlin. Lucas, we're not answering you. We're busy midstream. We got limited time because D&D is apparently happening now, so I'm gonna dig this out and go get some more sugarcane. Maybe make get that lock in that trade. See if they've got a new baby up there. Like I said, they may take more carrot to do so. We won't know until we kind of like trial and error that out. So some more copper. Copper is super abundant. I do love the block. I'll say it over and over again. I can't get myself to use it unless we're doing something in that sort of fantasy realm where we're kind of role playing the idea of a steampunky or more industrial revolution era type build. We are going super futuristic. It's gonna be a little rustic. It's more like super future meets old times, because the chains and stuff are pretty old. So we're gonna use that as kind of our lore story of the world. Like I said, this is the orb or the core that we've decided is some sort of extra. Are you gonna set up? Oh no. You know, I thought it was a villager or a trader, just based on the noise. If we start this, we are in for a fight. We want to avoid the banner guy at all costs. Because we do not need a war party attacking our poor settlement. Fortunately, the pig or the raiders do not despawn in the sun. They don't die from it. So we may just have to like de-render the area and come back. Hopefully the banner guy has moved on now that I fell and ran. Golly, that's going to create some headaches. Alright, well, we will focus on that shortly. Just going to I want to make sure I don't blow this pickaxe out. We need it for getting obsidian to go to the nether. We also we need to save it for mending. If we can get mending on it, life will be good again. Which is great because I just saw coal, as you guys probably saw on the wall there, and I don't have to mine it, so it can stay until I've got this pickaxe with mending, and then we'll get it. I really expected to see some iron with the amount of removal we've done. It's unfortunate. We're running low on iron because we've used a lot of shovels. Maybe we need to focus on getting fortune next, so we can get a looting pickaxe and get a better shovel, just because we're going to blow through them without the beacon. And my other idea, speaking out loud with beacon, is if we can get down to the bottom, we can go ahead and do it. Skip to another couple of nether episodes and get that beacon, get that up, and use that to help make this mining process in the radius of our sphere, our cylindrical tunnel, way quicker. I mean, this is so much better than it's been. I'm happy with the speed, but I know for video's sake this is no fun to watch. So just gonna keep digging down. We enjoy just mindlessly mining. I wonder if that's mining at mining, because you just mindlessly pick at a wall, so you just mindlessly mine. Never once really considered where that stems from. But now I think I know. This is, and I'm sticking with it. That is my theory. And nothing could change my mind. So we've gone, 10 blocks from the start. And again, this is a 9x9 hole that we're digging, and it's been this much time. I know I haven't spent much time in here. Most of the episode was done doing other chores, but you can see how long these processes actually take in survival. So it really kind of stinks, but because this is 9x9 and our circle, the diameter of our perimeter that we're using for our tunnel is 101. So we got a lot of work cut out. Yeah, it's tenfold the amount of resources that this has already taken, but it's also tenfold the bounty. So we're getting tons of stone, which we're going to use above. So we need this, and this is good to have. It just the process of doing this is tedious and no fun for you and for me. It's just mindlessly standing here, picking a block away. So, and we're gonna need this. We may need this for TNT later down the road. So we want to make sure we get as much gravel as we can. I think concrete powder also maybe requires gravel. So we'll plan on doing a little bit of building of that. We're gonna just slap some torches on the center of these walls. That's centered. No, this hole's not. Did I not go over far enough in one direction? Buddy. Well, we did enough. We did enough for now. I'm not gonna make you guys sit through that. I will fix my own issues, my own mistakes here. Let's see, where did the banner go? I know he's around here. They don't typically leave. Unless he fell and killed himself, which would be best case scenario. Let's go check out the sewer can. Looks like it all is still one tall, unfortunately, but maybe we get lucky and there's a piece or two. No, unfortunately not. Well, we did waste a ton of that, unfortunately, right there in the very beginning. And yeah. No, I don't think we have any other sugarcane anywhere else in here. We haven't stumbled upon a stronghold yet, so I wish you could tear down old books to get the pages back out. But here's that dripstone and the block, so we'll be able to make 4 because we only have 4 of the dripstone blocks into our lava bucket filler. And it's really, maybe my render distance is down because this is only smelted 15 and I've been right there. So maybe I need to turn up my distance here. That allows processes at longer ranges to occur. Does create a little lag, but I'm in full belief that my computer is strong enough to hold that. So I'm going to check some of these real quick because I know we did have a couple. So there's a fortune 2 on here, so we could have fortune efficiency. Another fortune 2. That's actually probably better than using this one because we could use this one later on. Ooh, an efficiency 5. That's a nice one. Or 4, sorry. Oh, looting for sword. We don't really. Here's the silk touch, but we got that. So maybe we just go ahead and take like. It's only fortune 2, but also this little box is gonna annoy me. Let's go ahead and add this to this pickaxe, and then we'll add mending as well. Yeah. So now we're ready to get some. We are ready to get some diamonds. I know it's not 3, but 2 is better than nothing. Yeah, so I think we've kind of come to an end here. I got a lot of digging to do. I want to get that tunnel down, at least get a start so we can get a base down there where we're going to be sending all of our resources down to be smelted. And we could even throw like a funnel pit in the bottom of that, make a circle, have the water funnel of the center with a hopper into the top of a probably a double chest into 2 different furnaces, and then we just as we mine down, we just chuck stuff over the edge. It falls in, gets smelted up. We won't, nobody really uses cobble for anything, so we're not going to save much cobble. Maybe we set aside as chests because, there's going to be hundreds of chests when it comes to taking this out. But yeah, for now, let's just go ahead and we'll wrap it up there. Actually, I'm going to log off up top because when I get back on, the first thing I want to do is check on the villagers and how they're hanging about. So let's run over there. We got to make our little makeshift bridge still to get over there. So we'll just doop, doop, doop. And we'll head up and then across our weird diagonal circular staircase here because of a friendly creeper blowing everything up and ruining our ladder, which we need to replace ASAP. Yeah, we'll head up here and we will see. Let's go check these guys real quick. Like I said, I haven't fed them. I don't know how many times you have to feed them before them to produce another baby. So that's a learning. Yeah, see, it's definitely not one there because he would have fell in there. And maybe it's the render distance because those crops clearly are not growing when I'm standing at the in the orb all the way over there. I thought the render distance was 12. Maybe I turned it down when I was having some lag issues, but that was because for some reason I had some quality thing turned up to well beyond max, and it said this will cause lag. If I would have looked and saw that, I would have quit a long time ago and fixed it, but we didn't. So, anyways, we will go ahead and, like I said, wrap it up there. We'll lock that in. We'll continue getting some more. We'll get some more diamonds. Maybe we'll get some diamond tools. Maybe we'll get a shovel with some diamond to it. And with that, unfortunately, to maintain our diamond tools, we will really need to... Probably there's a zombie spawner roughly here, which sucks that our crops are there. Maybe we just need to go ahead and make a zombie farm. You know, funnel them into a dropper, drop them 18 blocks or so, injure them, one-tap them, be able to repair our tools. That'll be kind of the first step. I'm gonna fall, and I'm sure that is certain death. I got 43 levels, and I hope to keep it that way for a while. So anyways, I appreciate all of you who came and hung out with me today. We're still wearing our scrap piece armor, and we've lost most of it to creeper explosions, skeletons, zombie attacks. I'd say I don't really pay much attention to mobs, just kind of just a pester. Yeah, so for now, we will go ahead and where did everything else go? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and crank this back here, and I will save us out of here. And we'll go, you know what, we're going to go ahead and delete the second one. I didn't like how that turned out, so that's why I did two. I wanted to create one and create a backup one in case I wanted to revert to it. Now I'm scaring myself. No, we just logged off here, right? Oh no. Let's double check. I'm going to double check real quick. I don't want to ruin this, delete the wrong one, and lose all the progress from today. We didn't really do much other than dig around and trade with a villager and almost die to a pillager. But we want to double check and make sure we got the right Let's Play before we move on. Okay, no, so this is still got the cobblestone frame. We now did stone frame, so that should be a good indicator. Save and quit. Cobblestone in the background of that one. This one looks like stone. This one's going to... Yeah, okay, this one goes goodbye, right? Cobblestone, I see it. Let's do it. Delete it, delete it. Perfect. There it is. We're good to go. All right. And we'll get you out of here. Pop this up. All right, well, don't forget, if you come on hang out, leave a like, subscribe, follow. We do make about 3-4 videos a week between Let's Play, COD, Overwatch, you know, kind of whatever. There'll be an extra video now that we're doing D&D on Friday nights, so I'll keep trying to produce as much content as I can. And so in the meantime, y'all have a great weekend, a great rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.